very good evening and welcome to your program Money and the Economy. As you're often advised, wash your hands with soap and water as often as possible. Avoid touching your nose, eyes and mouth with unwashed hands. You must also know that the best step to take after handling money, especially in this period of coronavirus spread, is to wash your hands or rub them with alcohol-based sanitizer where there is no water. Social or physical distancing should be religiously observed in every gathering. Thank you. Now, earlier today, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) unveiled plans to release a framework for the integration of non-interest window in all its intervention programs, particularly the Anchor Borrowers Program (ABP) and the Targeted Credit Facility (TCF) to support households and micro, small and medium enterprises (MSMEs) affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition, the bank also plans to fund the value chains of 9 commodities to the tune of 432 billion naira in the 2020 wet season.
NISA Microfinance to fast track the approval process so that people can get these loans back cash and then begin to restore their production lines and begin to restore their business lives and livelihoods. These are part of helping to ensure that the negative tendencies like COVID-19 are smoothened out.
The Director of Corporate Communications, Mr. Isaac Okorafo, speaking on the interventions of the Apex Bank to cushion the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic earlier today at the Central Bank of Nigeria. But what are the modalities for accessing the fund? What's the impression of the beneficiaries? And many more questions will be answered on the program tonight. We'll have some of the beneficiaries to speak with us on the program today. The National President, Maize Grower Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, Mark Paman, Dr. Edwin Uche, is waiting on the line. We also have Mr. Anibe Achimugu, Chairman, National Cotton Association of Nigeria, also on the line. And for reports of activities in the business and financial subsector, Harriet Parkinson is here. Don't go away. I'm Abdul Fattah Otori, and I promise you it's a bumper package tonight. I'll be back.
Joy, see as you dey shine inside this COVID-19 pandemic. Share the secret now.
I beg you, not be secret anything, no. You never hear of CBN TCF.
CBN TCF?
Yes, now. The 50 billion naira Central Bank of Nigeria targeted credit facility when get aim to support household them, micro enterprise, and small business them when COVID-19 pandemic affect.
Boy, how I won't take benefits?
Simple, just apply for NISA Microfinance Bank website with your document when they go ask for. Then go check your application. And once you qualify, the money go enter your account.
Kai! Hey, my brother yarn me more.
See, this palliative not be that show. Now loan when get 5% interest every year.
No wahala. How I go take apply?
See, just go NISA Microfinance Bank website for www.nmfb.com.ng. You fit still call them for 0901 002 6900 and 09462 1730. Or you fit go any NISA Microfinance Bank when near you for Motori. Where you go now?
Oh boy, I beg. I go see you later. Make I go apply for my loan.
Now, Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, bring on this informate.
Yes, Tanya. Please come in. The door is not locked.
No, sir.
Oh, Vaoni.
No, I come.
Yes, but
I came. I comes. I comes to greet you, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, don't be annoyance for me. I comes to ask for one favorite.
What are you saying? All right, Ike,
sir.
Tell me what complicated lacuna sentenced you to a whole hour of trekking from your shop to my office.
Laku? This is good. Laku, mba, umunna. So, you know umunna. Umunna no, eba isibia. That is my place. That means you are my brother, sir.
Are you sure your mental oblongata is not over-modulating, thereby causing some serious unwarranted commotion in the other part of your body? Because I cannot remember calling Umuna in my infinitesimal conversation with you. Something must be wrong somewhere.
Don't be annoyance. I did not come here with decimal. There is nothing wrong with me or anywhere, sir. It is your grammatical that is causing this confusion.
Now, suffer me. What is your problem?
Thank you, sir. You see, when I went to our village, Omunna,
Yes.
I see people in the village riding good cars. You need to see the car. That okay? One Joko drove home.
What is your problem with that?
Him living in good house, better than the one that I am managing with my wife and children here. I does not know anything until yesterday when I hear you say they are giving money to able-bodied six-pack farmers like me, and I am strong and able. I want to go back to the village and farm.
Oh my God, that is wonderment. You mean your mental oblongata can deduce from the prevailing circumstances the need to return to your birthplace and to farm and improve yourself and your community development? Oh dear, this community of Onyegewe needs people like you, Ike.
Yes, like me.
Ike, you are a great man, you know.
I am a great man.
That's nice. Yes, come in.
Salama alaikum.
Oh, Malam.
Feris Ade, good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you, Jare?
Sannu. To I dey calling for phone, I no carry. To kuma me I say make I come, make I take my eye, take a look you, make I see wetin I dey do you, whether I dey well.
Oh, Emma Bino Jare, I am here. All right, what can I possibly do to remove from you these very discouraging looks? Because you are looking pale. Are you okay? Sheko Sinkosha?
You are speaking to Turanchi as if you are Papa, I guess it's the trade for London.
I beg, leave that one, Jare.
Prince Adi, all I want from you is something very simple.
I'm all yes.
Kasan nayi karatu kadan, I go for school small. I want a job. Okay. Dan Allah, even if not the driver job, I go do am. Please, Prince Adi, give me job. Dan Allah.
Malam.
Naam. Naam, Prince Adi.
How many times did I call you?
3 times.
You see this young man here, Ike Omoyibo, he has taken a wise decision. And that is to go home instead of carrying your PhD certificate, walking the whole streets in Abuja looking for non-existing job. Ike has decided to go home and farm. You too can go to your village. When you get there, join or form an association or co-thrift society. That association can access fund under the Anchor Borrower Program of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Instead of you running errand for Oga wife as a driver.
So,
be wise.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you very much. I am going to the village to start farm. The name of the farm is Ike and Sons and Daughters Farms.
Whatever, just farm.
But Biko.
What is that?
Biko, transport money. I want to go home.
Transport what?
5,000.
Look at this man. Am I the one that brought you to Abuja? See you. I gave you a wife and you are asking for instrument to satisfy her.
Biko, okay, make it 2,000.
7,000.
Welcome back. You can be a part of the program by sending in your thoughts or questions via SMS or WhatsApp. The number 0812 541 9549. That's 0812-541-9549. You can also tweet at us, the handle at Gado Agency. Use hashtag Money and the Economy and hashtag CBN. Now, at the stakeholders meeting, the duo of the bank's Director Corporate Communications, Isaac Okorafor, and Yila Yusuf, Director Development Finance Department, represented the CBN Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele. The stakeholder meeting reviewed the successes recorded under the ABP and the strategies for the 2020 agricultural wet season. According to Okorafor, the creation of a non-interest window followed appeals by concerned stakeholders for farmers across the country to also be considered for funding under the non-interest window. Now, Okorafor took us through the aims and objectives of the 2020 Wet Season Anchor Borrowers Program and what role NISAL has to play in achieving those objectives.
NISAL Microfinance to fast-track the approval process so that people can get these loans, cash, and then begin to restore their production lines and begin to restore their business lives and livelihoods. These are part of helping to ensure that the negative tendencies like COVID-19 are smoothened out. The second thing is the targets that have been set and the amount of money that is going into the 2020 agricultural wet season under the Anchor Borrowers Program. The targets, in fact, for rice, it is 2 million tons, and so on and so forth. The idea is that if an animal runs in a crazy manner, like recession, the only way you can run it down is to also shoot it in a crazy manner. Aggressive development finance policy is what is required, and that is the aim of this wet season program, to ensure that our economy does not slip into recession.
It's the wet season, and of course it comes with some form of hazards such as flooding, erosion, and what have you. We're trying to find out if the scheme has some form of security for farmers.
Normally, of course, there is insurance under Ancobora's program, but occasionally forces of nature come into it and farmers suffer loss. What we are doing is that the whole aim is to ensure that the farmer returns to production almost to the level he was before the incident occurred. So it's a way of ensuring that flood or no flood, that the welfare and the business of the farmers do not suffer permanent damage.
The Director of Development Finance Department, CBN, Mr. Yila Yusuf, said this is the largest ABP the CBN is embarking on since 2015. He also took us through the figures, how many farmers the CBN intends to reach out to, and the volume of land the program is intended to cover.
Okay, for the 2020 wet season, this is the largest Ankobora program we'll be doing since 2015. We're looking at having over 1.1 million farmers. They're going to be farming on over 1 million hectares of land. And we're looking at a combined output of 9 different commodities of 8.32 million metric tons. Quite significant if you look at what is happening globally, where traditional large producing countries like Vietnam, Thailand for rice are closing their silos and closing their borders. So we expect to produce every single thing we need to eat, basic things like rice, cassava, cotton, maize, locally. The good thing about the program that was launched by the president is like unlike other agricultural programs that have been done in the past, there's a value chain approach. So if you take cotton, for instance, we're not only financing the farmers to produce the cotton, the ginneries, about 17 ginneries would convert the cotton to lint. And then we're also providing funding to the textile who will now spin that lint and turn it to garment for the uniform services and others to buy. So there's a value chain perspective, and that's why the Ankogora program has largely been successful. One very important thing we're also doing this year, there's a focus on yield to ensure that we incentivize the farmers to come back to the farm. I take cotton, for instance. Traditional yields used to be about 0.3, 0.4 metric tons per hectare. But with improved seeds that we provided in 2019, and we will be providing in 2020, we've moved that to about 2 metric tons per hectare. So that's an incentive for the farmers. Most of the farmers who farmed cotton last year did very well, have enough money to pay down their loans and also embark on other activities.
How much is the loan exactly?
We're advancing a total of 432 billion through the banks for the 2020 wet season across 9 different commodities. I'll list the commodities: rice, maize, cotton, oil palm, cowpea, livestock. We're also doing some livestock, poultry, fish. So those 9 commodities are commodities we are going to be financing under the 2020 wet season.
Those were the Director of Corporate Communications of the CBN, Isaac Okorafo, and Director of Development Finance Department, Yila Yusuf.
This is Money and Economy on your radio.
Now, joining me is the Chairman, Cotton Association of Nigeria, Mr. Anibe Achimugu. Now, hello, Mr. Achimugu. Now, tell us how the CBN intervention has helped your organization.
Well, very well. For us, it has gone brilliantly, and it is still going on. And we're expecting some major improvements in this season. We just started last year. Of course, in everything, there's teething problems and whatnot. Teething problems from our own side in terms of coordinating and making sure that our farmers understand exactly what we're trying to do and so on and so forth. But generally speaking, when you look at last year, for instance, we're talking almost 100,000 metric tons that was produced on average, as against 50, 60 metric tons of 2018. We had farmers of just about 90 or 100,000 farmers. Now, this year, we're talking about 264,000 farmers, and we're talking also about 500,000 metric tons as a target for this 2020 wet season.
Will you say COVID-19 has affected your organization in any way?
Well, like every other sector, so to speak, it has really, for instance, we would have finished all arrangements with Central Bank of Nigeria if not for the delay of COVID-19. Our farmers obviously have to be careful, the social distancing and all that, which we're all trying to observe. so that we don't cause problems for ourselves. Obviously, also getting inputs to them on time because of, some restrictions here and there. Although, again, CBN has provided us a means of dealing with that, writing letters through the Inspector General of Police to allow access for agri produce. So the general impact is as felt as everybody else in the country. But like I said, we're trying as much as possible to encourage our farmers to go out safely, and then supporting them as much as possible. Under the old scheme, we are talking, for instance, a 9% interest rate. CBN has reduced it to 5%. So things are happening by God's grace.
This is Money and Economy on your radio.
Mr. Edwin Uche, National President, Maize Growers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, MACPAMAN, is also on the line. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening.
You were at a meeting earlier today where CBN unveiled plans to release a framework for the integration of non-interest window in all of its intervention programs.
Yes, I was at the meeting today.
Okay, so what's the take-home for you from that meeting?
I want to first appreciate your media house for what you're doing for the economy in terms of sensitizing people, educating people, and featuring basic areas that needs to be revisited by the public and possibly the government on issues that borders on the economy and agriculture specifically. In line with the meeting we had today with the central bank on the 2020 Wet Season Abp program, I am the National President, Maize Grower, Processor and Marketer Association of Nigeria, MACPAMAN, will drive maize value chain in Nigeria. And in the true sense of it, I will say that the Abp program has been a very wonderful project of the federal government engineered by the central bank. It's a program that has impacted lives positively. It has supported farmers in diverse ways. It has been able to support mechanization. It has made the access to finance possible for agriculture. It has also made available access to inputs, quality inputs available to farmers. It has advanced the areas of technology in agriculture. And above all, it has made access to markets possible and visible for farmers in Nigeria. To crown it all, the Abp program has played a significant role in food security in Nigeria. And I don't think we can talk about food security in Nigeria without the Abp program. And it has engineered a system that its core mandate provides, which is reduction in poverty. It has created a lot of windows for employment for our farmers. It has created a window of employment for youths and women. And it has created a lot of opportunity for school leavers. So it's a very big window for alleviating poverty, and strengthening rural economy. So for us, the engagement today is quite direct and specific. And the mandate is very clear. Go and ensure that the Abp program works in line with the CBN guidelines. Go and ensure that the farmers benefit from the program, implement the program, take the loan, and pay back as on when due. Go back and ensure that the farmers grow the commodities based on global best practice. Go back and ensure that the farmers grow this thing and make profits so that they can come out of poverty. Because if they are engaged in the activity and at the end of the day, they don't make money from it, it looks like a project in futility. And for us who are leaders of Commodity Association, we've taken home this message to our members. And we're doing everything humanly possible to make sure they comply and do the needful so that the farmers can be well off for it, and Nigerians will be well off for it, the economy will be well off for it, and everybody we can now begin to look at a sustainable process in achieving food security in Nigeria.
The plans by the CBN for the ABP 2020 wet season, how does it affect the organization?
Yes, as I speak to you, we have over 73,000 farmers participating in the program. And for our association, it's a very great opportunity to be part of the program, a program that advances finance to the farmers, advances quality input to the farmers, that provides education, enlightenment for the farmers, that provide access to warehouse receipt opportunity and off-taking infrastructure for the farmers. So for us, it's a welcome development. Our farmers are happy, and going forward, we want to work very closely with the CBN and other stakeholders to ensure that the project is a success.
Thank you very much for speaking with us, Dr. Edwin Uche, National President, Maize Growers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, MACPAMAN.
You're welcome.
Now let's join Harriet Parkinson for Business and Financial Report for the week.
Well, thank you so much, Abdul, and thank you for joining us. Here is the week in review. GB Foods, a culinary products manufacturing firm in partnership with the Central Bank of Nigeria, that's CBN, Kebbi State Government, and the Emirate of Yauri, has built a 20 billion naira tomato processing factory in Kebbi State. Commenting on the project yesterday, the Chief Executive Officer of GB Foods Africa, Mr. Vincent Bosch, commended the federal government for supporting GB Foods in the successful completion of the factory. Mr. Bosch gave an assurance that the company would ensure the transfer of best practices in tomato processing to Nigerian farmers. He said GB Foods was collaborating with the federal government and the CBN on food security to make Nigeria the food basket of Africa. Mr. Bosch thanked the CBN governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, for creating an enabling investment environment for the company's backward integration project in tomato processing. The Nigerian Shippers Council, NCS, has appealed to the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to intervene in the infrastructure development of the nation's maritime sector to enable the country to realize its economic diversification potential. The Executive Secretary of NCS, Hassan Bello, said that the maritime sector, which contributes between 1.9 and 2 trillion naira yearly to the Federation account, could generate 7 trillion naira annually, but was being constrained by infrastructure deficit. Bello, who spoke in Abuja, stated that the Nigerian ports, as currently constituted, were not configured for exports, but for imports because of the infrastructure outlay. He said the development was responsible for the high cost of freight of Nigerian cargoes and the huge price burden on consumers because ships bringing cargoes to Nigerian ports returned empty, a situation he said was abnormal. To reverse the situation, Bello said the CBN should intervene in infrastructure development to promote exports and diversify Nigeria's revenue base from overdependence on crude oil. The federal government has presented a highway development and management initiative to harness investment opportunities on the 35,000 federal highways for economic development. The Minister of Works, Babatunde Fashola, made the presentation at a joint interactive session of the Senate and House Committees on Works in Abuja. The meeting examined public-private partnership on road and infrastructure with the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing and Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission. According to Babatunde Fashola, the plan is expected to generate investment to the tune of 163.32 billion naira and provide over 22,000 jobs in the first instance. Fashola listed the 10 roads to be considered for concession in the first phase to include Benin Asaba, Abuja Lokoja, Kaduna Kano, Onisha Owerri Aba, Shagamu Benin, Abuja Kefia Kwanga, Kano Meduguri, Lokoja Benin, Enugu Port Harcourt and Ilorin Jebba. The Oyo State Government has signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with 4 private investors towards the development of real estate in the state through concessional agreement. The agreement will involve the injection of 5 billion naira into the state's economy to construct 11 5-bedroom units and the development of 45 premium 5-bedroom units apartment. This was contained in a statement by the State Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatubosun, in Ibadan. According to the statement, the signing was done by Segun Ogunyi, Director General, Oyo State Investment and Public-Private Partnership Agency, as well as 4 different investors. And straight to stock news, De Beers staged the bulls to regain dominance as the all-share index dropped by 39.48 absolute points, representing a decline of 0.16% to close at 24,933.41 points. Similarly, equities investors on the local bourse lost 20.56 billion naira as market capitalization dropped by the same margin to close at 13.01 trillion naira at the end of today's transactions. Markets turnover finished weaker as the total volume and value of trades reduced significantly by 35.6% and 18.4% to 171.2 million shares valued at 2.2 billion naira in 3,315 deals. MTN Nigeria recorded the highest price gain of 0.43% to close at 115 naira 5 kobo per share, followed by C&I Leeson PLC with a gain of 9.52% to close at 4 naira 6 kobo per share. On the other hand, Nigeria Breweries led the laggers, shedding 9.52% to close at 38 naira per share. Fitson Healthcare PLC followed with a decline of 9.71% to close at 3 naira 7 kobo per share. Transactions in the shares of FCMB topped the activity chart by volume with 32.36 million shares, while GT Bank, that's Guarantee Trust Bank, topped by value at 707.9 million naira. On the CBN exchange market, US dollar exchanges for 361 naira. The pound sterling exchanges for 453 naira 42 kobo, while the euro goes for 405 naira 66 kobo. Inflation rate is 12.4%, while monetary policy rate remains 12.5%. Meanwhile, the Nigerian bond light sells for $33.21 per barrel. That's the week in review. It's back to you, Abdul, for the rest of the program. My name is Harriet Parkinson. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Harriet, for the news. You too can be a part of this conversation. Send us a message via WhatsApp or SMS. The number 0812-541-9549. That's 0812-541-9549. Also tweet at us. The handle is at Gado Agency. Use hashtag Money and the Economy and hashtag CBN. We'll expect to hear from you. For more information, please visit www.cbn.gov.ng. Now, our quiz for this week is next. How many commodities are covered in the 2020 wet season of the Anchor Borrowers Program? How many commodities are covered in the 2020 wet season of the Anchor Borrowers Program? Send your answer to the WhatsApp number 0812-541-9549. The first correct answer wins our gift for the week. Thank you.
Wow, Patito, you're glowing despite this COVID-19 pandemic. What's the secret?
It's no secret, man. Haven't you heard of the CBN-TCF?
CBN-TCF, what's that?
Yes, the 50 billion naira Central Bank of Nigeria targeted credit facility aimed at supporting households, micro-enterprises, and small and medium-scale enterprises affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Wait, how do I benefit, please?
It's simple. Just apply on the Nisal Microfinance Bank website with the relevant documents. They will assess your application, and once you qualify, the money hits your account.
Just like that? Please tell me more.
The palliative is not a grant. It's a loan at 5% interest rates per annum.
So how do I apply?
Why don't you visit the Nisal Microfinance Bank website, www.nmfb.com.ng, or call 0901 002 6900 or 09462 1730 or any Nisal Microfinance Bank near you for more information.
Okay.
Where are you going to?
You're asking. I'm rushing off to apply for my own loan.
This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
The winner of last week's quiz is Gabriel Okike from Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. Congratulations, Gabriel. We'll contact you for your prize. And that's our show for tonight. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Money and the Economy is a production of Gado Agency Limited, sponsored by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. Voices in our drama were those of Blessed Arolayo, Ndubisi Ikbara, and Daniel Johnson. Godwin Odemije wrote the drama script and is the producer of the program, assisted by John Chukuma and Ayo Babatunde. Special thanks to Malaki Upong for his contributions. I'm Abdul Fattah Otori. Enjoy the rest of your evening and stay safe.